They loom large, in the collective imagination, in the real economy. These towering giants of finance are not just buildings, they are symbols of power, influence, and the relentless pursuit of wealth. Goldman Sachs. Just the name evokes a sense of power, of mystery, of money, oceans of it. It's a name that resonates in the halls of power, from Wall Street to Washington and beyond. But how did a firm started by a German immigrant in a tiny New York office become synonymous with Wall Street itself? How did it grow from humble beginnings to become a global powerhouse, influencing economies and shaping the destinies of nations? This is the story of ambition, of resilience, of breathtaking financial maneuvering. It's a tale of strategic brilliance, where every move is calculated, every decision weighed with precision. It's a story of how Goldman Sachs navigated wars, crashes, and scandals to emerge as a dominant force in the world. Through the Great Depression, World Wars, and the financial crises of the 21st century, Goldman Sachs has not just survived, but thrived. Hold on tight. This isn't just about numbers, though. It's about the strategies, the innovations, and the relentless drive to stay ahead in a game where the stakes are unimaginably high. It's about the people, the sharpest minds, the ruthless competitors, the risk-takers who thrived in the pressure cooker of high finance. These are the individuals who made Goldman Sachs what it is today, each bringing their unique talents and ambitions to the table. We'll delve into the deals, the crises, the moments that shaped not just Goldman Sachs, but the very fabric of global finance. From the boardrooms to the trading floors, from the quiet negotiations to the public triumphs and failures, every moment has contributed to the legend. Get ready for a wild ride. This is not just a history lesson. It's an exploration of the forces that drive our world, the unseen hands that shape our economies, and the relentless pursuit of power and profit that defines the masters of the universe. Picture this. Manhattan, 1869. A city on the brink of transformation, where the old world meets the new. The streets bustle with horse-drawn carriages, their wheels clattering on cobblestone roads. The air is thick with the promise of opportunity, a tangible sense of ambition and hope. Enter Marcus Goldman, a determined immigrant from Germany. He arrives with little more than a dream and sets up a modest shop. No grand office, no army of traders, just a small space, a desk, and a vision. But Marcus is a trader of a different kind. He deals in commercial paper. Essentially, he's buying and selling IOUs, short-term loans that businesses use to manage their cash flow. Goldman possesses a keen mind for finance, an intuitive understanding of the market. He sees a need, a gap in the market that others have overlooked. Businesses need capital to grow, and he realizes he can connect them with lenders who have the funds. His business grows steadily, built on trust and a reputation for shrewd dealing. Clients come to rely on his integrity and financial acumen. Recognizing the potential for expansion, he brings in his son-in-law, Samuel Sachs. This partnership marks a fateful turn in the firm's history. Together, they lay the foundation for what will become a financial empire. Goldman Sachs is born, a name that will soon be synonymous with financial innovation and success. As the years pass, the firm navigates the complexities of a rapidly changing financial landscape. They adapt, innovate, and grow, always staying ahead of the curve. From humble beginnings, Goldman Sachs rises to become a powerhouse in the world of finance, shaping the future of Wall Street and beyond. Today, the legacy of Marcus Goldman and Samuel Sachs lives on, a testament to their vision, determination, and unwavering commitment to excellence. The genesis of an empire built on the dreams of an immigrant and the strength of a partnership continues to inspire and lead in the world of finance. The late 19th century. America is a cauldron of industrial growth. Railroads, steel mills, factories, they all need money to fuel their expansion. Goldman Sachs is perfectly positioned to capitalize. They become masters of underwriting, raising capital for these burgeoning giants. Their client list reads like a who's who of American industry: Sears, Roebuck and Company, National Dairy Products, even the fledgling Macy's department store. Goldman Sachs isn't just riding the wave of industrialization, they're actively shaping it, directing the flow of capital that fuels the nation's growth. Their power and influence are growing in lockstep with their clients. The Roaring Twenties, a time of excess, of speculation, of markets that seem to know no bounds. Goldman Sachs is riding high, but there's a sense of unease. Historian, the music is about to stop, and when it does, the crash of 1929 will send shockwaves across the globe. Goldman Sachs isn't immune. They suffer heavy losses, their reputation tarnished by the reckless speculation that characterized the era. But unlike many of their peers, they survive. Why? Because they adapt. They retreat from risky ventures, focusing on their core strengths: underwriting, trading, and investment banking. It's a painful lesson, but one that will shape their approach for decades to come. The Second World War ends. A devastated world looks to rebuild, and once again, Goldman Sachs is there, ready to seize the opportunity. Financial expert, they finance the reconstruction of Europe, help burgeoning economies in Asia take flight. Their reach is truly global now, but it's not just about geography. Goldman Sachs is constantly innovating. They pioneer new financial instruments, new ways to raise capital, new ways to manage risk. Financial expert, they become the go-to firm for governments and corporations alike. Their reputation for financial wizardry, for making money in any market, is cemented. The new millennium, a time of unprecedented economic growth, fueled by cheap credit and complex financial instruments. At the heart of it all, Goldman Sachs, financial expert. They're packaging mortgages, slicing and dicing them into complex securities, and selling them to investors worldwide. Profits soar, but the risks are hidden in plain sight. Then it all comes crashing down. The housing bubble bursts, and the global financial system teeters on the brink. Financial expert Lehman Brothers, one of Goldman's oldest rivals, collapses. The world holds its breath. Goldman Sachs, once again, finds itself at the epicenter of the storm. The 2008 crisis was a reckoning. Governments intervened, bailouts were issued, and the public demanded answers. Goldman Sachs, despite weathering the storm better than most, faced intense scrutiny. Their role in the crisis, their culture of risk-taking, their very ethos was called into question. Host as S1. But this is Goldman Sachs. They adapt. They pay a hefty fine, restructure their operations, and emerge once again as a dominant force in the financial world. The Goldman Sachs standard, it seems, is not just about making money, but about survival, about always being one step ahead. The Goldman Sachs story isn't just about financial wizardry. It's a tale of navigating the treacherous waters of public perception, a journey that has spanned over a century. From its early days as a small banking firm to becoming a global financial powerhouse, Goldman Sachs has always been in the spotlight. They've been called a great vampire squid wrapped around the face of humanity, a metaphor that captures the public's suspicion and fear of their immense influence. This image has stuck with them, symbolizing the complex relationship between powerful financial institutions and the societies they operate within. Accused of putting profits before people, the 2008 financial crisis only amplified these criticisms. The crisis was a turning point, a moment when the world questioned the ethics and practices of big banks. People lost their homes, their jobs, and their trust in the financial system. Viewer as S5. Goldman Sachs has always maintained that they operate within the law, that they're simply playing by the rules of the game. They argue that their success is a result of their ability to navigate these rules effectively, a testament to their expertise and strategic acumen. But as the rules of finance become ever more complex, the line between innovation and exploitation becomes increasingly blurred. Financial instruments and strategies that were once considered innovative are now scrutinized for their ethical implications. The question remains, can a firm with such immense power, a firm that has profited from booms and busts alike, ever truly be a force for good? This is a question that not only Goldman Sachs but all major financial institutions must grapple with. The influence of Goldman Sachs extends far beyond Wall Street. Their decisions can impact global markets, economies, and even political landscapes. This level of power brings with it a responsibility that is often at odds with the pursuit of profit. A firm that has profited from booms and busts alike, Goldman Sachs has seen it all. They've been at the center of economic highs and lows, navigating through each with a combination of strategy, resilience, and sometimes controversy. Ever truly be a force for good? The debate continues as society grapples with the role of big finance in our world. Can these institutions balance their immense power with a commitment to ethical practices and social responsibility? The answer is still unfolding, as the story of Goldman Sachs and other financial giants continues to evolve. Love them or hate them, there's no denying the impact of Goldman Sachs. They've shaped industries, financed economies, and influenced the lives of millions. Their alumni populate the highest echelons of government and business. Their reach is undeniable. Host as S1. But as we move further into the 21st century, the world faces new challenges: climate change, income inequality, geopolitical instability. How will Goldman Sachs, a firm built on the relentless pursuit of profit, adapt to this new landscape? Will they be part of the solution or part of the problem? Only time will tell. So, there you have it. The story of Goldman Sachs is a microcosm of modern finance itself, a story of ambition, innovation, and yes, controversy. They've amassed unimaginable wealth and influence, but at what cost? Viewer as S5. Were they simply playing by the rules of the game, or were they rigging the system in their favor? Is it possible to be both a ruthless competitor and a responsible corporate citizen? What's your verdict on Goldman Sachs?